Welcome back. As you can tell, I've been super sick over the last week, but luckily I had lots of videos in the bank, so you didn't realize it. So that's okay. I'm trying to get back on my Satisfactory video every single day. Well, Satisfactory video, let's say 5 per week. I know a lot of people use these videos as sort of like second screen material for when they're doing other work, so I want to make sure that we have that going for them. But today I think we need to focus on Fix-It Ketchup. Look at that beautiful light metals factory. Oh, we need to go back and do a beauty pass on that. We also need to get some more power. We're probably running low on power these days. Matter of fact, how low on power are we running? 70%. Okay, all right. I might have to go back and get some power, but for right now, let's run. You know, I should probably run it backwards. I know I'm going to need to get to this side at some point. Let's do a FICSMAS catch-up. What we're going to do is just sort of automate some of the FICSMAS stuff, do the advent calendar, figure out what we want to do with, like, snowballs really is the primary reason why you do FICSMAS is to get snowballs. So we need to input iron and copper here. Well, the question is, do I want storage? Probably, right? Well, there's storage already connected. I think it's fine. That's just, it's clipping, and it's clipping on things that are moving. There we go. Okay. So that's where we want to put the iron, because if we look at this recipe, the blue 1 plus iron equals what we actually want. We just gotta run some iron connection right here. And the reason why we can run this is because we know we've got an absolute ton of iron already in the factory. Whoa! Alright, so we need to get a little bit of power out here because we are going to have some issues otherwise. But at least now we've got a target, so that's good. Let's... I'm thinking the back of this is going to be kind of a funky shaped oddity. That's kind of my original plan. And we'll just have all this be kind of ready to go in various different ways. I think I overshot it a little bit there. Yeah, so here's a iron ingot output ready to go. I am thinking we need to have a little bit of storage here. Just so when this thing kicks back on, this section of the factory has the opportunity to rocket fuel acceleration is crazy. That section of the factory has the opportunity to run continuously without constant threat of supply reductions. Oh, now I gotta figure out how I want to... Oh yeah, that's fine. Let's just go... Well, we're obviously not going to make it all the way to the end here. Look at that train hit our spiral. So cool. I wonder if I can maybe just do an infinite drop right here. Alright, that was easy enough. Now we just need to get this one little connection. Ouch. So after we get this connected, we gotta also get copper. I think I'm probably just gonna put in a nice little copper drone scenario and directly import copper ingots. Then we can decide, you know, hopefully this factory isn't still going in a few months. For me, once you have fuel power running, you're basically at the halfway point. And I have a bad habit of kind of slowing down at that point because I'm like, oh man, I don't want it to be over. But we're at the point where it makes sense to go ahead and finish this thing up. Plus, there's new content we haven't even touched yet. That's really the exciting part. Oh, that didn't fully build. I think this side of the factory needs some power. Whoa, I almost jumped right off the edge there. Okay, so that should mean that we're fully connected now. It should also mean that we're going to start getting fewer of one of these. Let's see, which one? We should be throwing away fewer blue bulbs now, since we're actually using blue bulbs. Still a chunk of them are going through, but you can definitely tell it's a bit of a pulse because they are somewhat getting used. We're probably making too many blue bulbs. I did not run the numbers on this. I just sort of winked and squinted and took a shot. But at the end of the day, we're now making, I think the iron bulbs are getting made now, so progress. Now we gotta take a trip over to the hub and we'll see where we are. Oh, we're probably way behind on this. We haven't touched this in a while. Is 18 legit? Oh man, we are way behind. FICSMAS board leftovers.
I thought I had destroyed every copy of this tape. How does it keep turning up? No matter. Ignore it. There's nothing interesting on it anyway. In fact, listening to it causes hallucinations, and eventually, after 7 days, your brain melts. For your own sake, I advise avoiding it at all costs.
Premium FICSMAS skins. Okay.
Nothing says happy holidays more than the inevitable destruction of local flora and fauna with a festively decorated vehicle. This vehicle decoration can be found in the customizer.
Oh, I found 14. I also have 17 over here.
This data cartridge enables the last branches of the FICSMAS man tree to be unlocked, which means we will both be celebrating the end of this event soon.
Okay, I get it.
That's just poetic. I appreciate a good joke.
We're all screwed. Oh, there's 15. Snowballs. Damage. Do you see that? Damage 2 squares. Oh, there's 13.
It would be such a shame if you accidentally dropped this. Such a shame.
Alright, I get it. That's probably a good representation of that for now. We need 400 ornament bundles and 200 branches. Surely we've got... Oh, we don't have anywhere near enough branches. And 300 bundles. You know what? Alien technology. Do we have... We should really consider upgrading our uploader. Let me just get off topic here for a second here, because we've got these yeah, the fluctuators. We only have 260 fluctuator, and this is gonna take okay, we've got it. So over to here, we're gonna pick up a sphere and a fluctuator. Couple stacks of that. And let's just go and maybe just deal with the uploader speed. We could technically do both.
Dimensional upload speed increased. All of the kinetic and thermal energy released during matter conversion has now been repurposed to aid with dimensional shifting, allowing several parts to pass through, for free.
The window is beautiful. Have you tried making the door?
I assure you that would be a most unhealthy action for the pioneer to take. Dimensional expansion increased to 400%. Parts can now be stored as elementary particles in a hyperdense deconfined state. Normally I'd explain the basic science, but I don't think this one can be simplified enough for you to understand.
We composed a growth song, but you composed a shrink song, so we remain silent. The dance of your bones and organs and veins amuses us.
I understand. Seeing the pioneer perform tasks also amuses me.
Are we even part of this? It's like they're just having a great conversation about us. I don't even know if we're really part of it. But we do need to get some tree branches and some ornament bundles. Easy for me to say. Ornament bundles. I know the tree branches are over here. And then there's probably a bunch of ornaments over here. Let's go ahead and unlock some more stuff. Though, do we... I don't think we have to head all the way back for that, right? We can just use a local... Any old man will do. Oh, some of those bundles aren't in our inventory.
The tree is prettier now, you have more parts to progress the FICSMAS event, and there are 2 new unlocks available. Now for the actually important news, Pioneer 83CKY has disabled the FICSMAS event because, quote, it's totally non-inclusive and immoral, actually. I mean, like, there's so many people, like, not having fun right now, and I feel like so bad for them, you know? Why should I have fun when other people are like counting on me to meet these super important deadlines? It's just not right, unquote. Totally agree. Now, back to work.
Okay. That one filled up quick. I forgot what we were supposed to get. 500 candy canes, 500 snow, 500 bows? Oh, I got it right. What a weird time to crash. We'll be back. All right.
These snowballs are made from actual snow, combined with a mystery ingredient that is guaranteed to make snowballs very throwable, and your snowball fights extremely immersive and realistic. There are no low stakes with Fix-It.
So a snowball is effectively a Nobelisk, and it only costs 3 snow. And you can make it into constructor, and you can make 5 per minute. It's crazy good. Or we could go with a Nobelisk, which takes pipes and black powder. And you can't make 10 per minute, so I guess that's no difference. But the ease of use here, the ease of construction is crazy. And we've got an absolute ton of actual snow. So we could make a... We could make half our time... We could spend half our time making ornaments, 12 per minute. And then the other half of our time making snowballs. And then we could store the results of that. Though we're so close. We've got room for 1, 2, 3, 9, I think 8. I think this is our absolute limit. Yeah. We've agreed that that's how wide the factory's going to be. So I can put 2 more rows of things down and then maybe squeeze in some storage. Well, probably can't squeeze in some storage as well. What does it take to make a wreath? Now I'm looking at it. Seems like we might already have all the stuff we need for that. Yeah, you just need the ornament bundle and the tree branch. All we need is an assembler and a constructor. I wouldn't want to put a whole line of just making snowballs. But maybe I should. But then we'll definitely run out of space. Five ornament bundles per minute. I mean, if we put 7 of these down, that's 35 ornament bundles per minute. That seems like that's a lot, actually. And we are going to have some labeling issues here. Can I fit 3 of these in here? That's another question. Also, how do I want to lay this out? We'll have everything go this direction. I guess I could put this in and then also put the storage at the end. So maybe we only make like 5 or 6 of these. Passively, 5 snowballs per minute is a lot. Okay, we are in Crash Central today. Hold on. Okay, we're basically back. I think, given our stability levels, I should probably go ahead and save this. We'll name it one thing, but use the icon for the other. That's enough reminder as far as that duplicitous nature of this goes. So I was trying to decide which way we want to go out, and I think we will just go out this direction. If I drop this to the ground, I could step over here and just connect this like that. Then have that go straight out. But then to connect the other ones, I'd have to basically be on top of this one. Let's see if we have hope in making that fit. Well, it's clipping, but I can't see it, so it might be good enough. Put a little actual snow in place. Yeah, I'm guessing we need maybe 4 or 5 of those. I don't even think we need that many. I mean, let's go with 4, more than half of a line's worth. And then if it looks like we could squeeze in a couple more, then we can do that. Okay, let's blueprint this guy. And then we'll just see if we can fit. You know, I forgot to connect the machines to the power again. Well, looks like I could fit in one more. I mean, I kind of want both of these to be digitally uploaded. Do I need a version of this without the... A version of this without the walkway would be very helpful. It was made in a smaller designer, so I can't load it in the larger designer. Always interesting. It's a pretty intense amount of quartz crystals we're saving ourselves, if nothing else. We'll just call this the no B version. It definitely has a rocket fuel feel. You know what's... I don't know if it's funny, but it's funny. I think... whenever I adjust the temperature in my house, my game crashes less. Now, that can't be a real thing. Except we all know that modern computer systems are very sensitive to temperature fluctuations. I mean, what would 2 degrees really do? I don't know why it's giving me that feedback for that connection that I'm not even trying to make. So we should all be on the yellow now. Okay. And now we gotta feed actual snow. Actual snow and the latest and greatest ornaments. Probably would have been better to feed this from the other direction. But we are here now, so we'll figure it out. There's our actual snow. And the snowballs stack better. I didn't realize they exploded like that. That was a pleasant surprise. Little upgrades that they've made on this game over the years. Maybe a nice little stackable right on the edge here. One, two, three, four, five. We gotta get the top one to the ground level. That's probably a bad choice. But I suppose we've more or less made it, so let's figure it out. Oh, our snowballs are already piling up. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. We're now making tons and tons of nobelisks. That'll be more than enough. to last us for the rest of the game, as far as I'm concerned. What is that? 5 per minute times 5, so 25 bombs per minute. There's no way we're using 25 bombs per minute. You know, for this to be the most proper and most accurate, I should probably pull from the bottom here. Oh. Oh, the storage is on this side. So really I need to output from over here, which is okay on this one, but poses potential issue on the one next to it. Alright, let's just... I guess we could just pull it out like this. Yikes. That's a pretty heavy clipping situation. How do I want to handle this? There we go. That eliminates all clipping issues. I mean, there are fireworks, but for me, once we get the utility out of this event, which basically free nobelisks. Now you can't use a snowball to replace I don't think there's an alternate recipe that includes like the snowball for various other munition types. But if you just need to like blow up a section so you can get into a cave, snowball does that perfectly fine. We need to grab some aluminum sheets. I don't know if we actually have any. If we have any left. I've been trying to get through this phase without making the aluminum sheet section, only because it's just annoying. Oh, we have a ton, luckily. Little too much juice on our launch there. But we got there. Okay, so now we got to get these two into here. I guess technically, if I don't go all the way down to start, we could kind of sneak our way in here. Oh no, what have I done? Where are these going? I'm actually supposed to connect these right here. Whoops. That is a total fail. There's our ornament bundles. And these guys are all fully automated. It looks like, anyway. Yeah. That's pretty straightforward. At some point, I will put a... Well, if we delete this one, we could probably use it right away, right? Apparently we need room in our inventory. So if I put one on the side, it's actually the best solution because this will fill, and then once the inventory is full, the local storage will fill up. If we put it on top, which I don't have the materials to do this, unfortunately, then it runs the risk of not filling equally. Though we could technically put it... Yeah, if we put it up here, it's the second to last one, and these aren't really splitters. But I think it makes the most sense to digitally upload the ornament bundles because we're using that as our wire decoration, the Christmas light wire decorations. So we can turn this off now. That little bit of test bench can be cleaned up. And then when we decide to come back to it, we can come back to it. So the only part of this that we didn't complete is the copper side of this to import. But we'll do that later as part of the finish up of the FICSMAS stuff. Easy for me to say, FICSMAS stuff. Let's see what else is kind of lying in wait for us. We need 500 stars, which we don't know how to make stars yet. Oh, so that's how we get that. So we got to make 100 wreaths. Well, that's annoying. They want us to make a bunch of wreaths to get the star. I might. Yeah, we'll worry about that later. But I think I might, because you want to keep some ornaments on hand to keep decorating your lights while the event is happening, right? Then you could also say that's what the Digital Depot is doing for you. But then you don't want to just be in a place where you're making unlimited wreaths because you can't do anything with a wreath. So we'll have to decide exactly how we want to lay out that part of the factory, but it's pretty straightforward, right? 15 branches, 6 ornaments makes a wreath. We'll turn those in to get the star. That'll give us the star on top. And then 500 stars. Oh, 500 stars gives us the top, the tree topper. But those are all things that we can figure out in the next episode. We did a nice FICSMAS catch up on this one. We added snowballs, which are very powerful tactical weapons, and ornament bundles, which are going to help us with our decorative choices. And we did it all amidst a little bit of instability today. We'll have to check that out separately. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.